Let's get to Willie Randolph now. The Mets told us today, because I tried to move Willie back to today. Instead, we moved him to later in the week because we have a day game tomorrow. But I tried to move him to today to explain himself, but he was busy. But the Mets said, hey, that thing was not exactly, didn't come out the way Willie wanted, and he'll clarify it and the whole thing. So he's saying there's some clarifications, but his comments didn't look good. Basically, Met fans haven't moved on, and they need to move on, and blah, blah, blah. What do you take from the Willie comments?
They didn't bother me. I wasn't there in Los Angeles when he said it. It didn't bother me as much as it's probably bothering some more other people. I know this is the way they feel, generally speaking. They feel the team, the players feel that the fans have been very, very rough on them, and I don't think there's any disputing that.
No, they're right about that.
The fans have been rough. The question is
the problem of him coming out and saying it? To me, I think that's okay. He's being honest. The fans have not moved on, and it was a very bad finish. I understand that they haven't moved on. I do think they've gone over the top to boo Santana opening day.
No, we discussed it.
His debut, booing the relievers opening day, too much. Delgado, the guy's moving into old age. I think give him a break.
Delgado might be one that's at least disputable, though.
Yeah,
he has been bad.
It's understandable. He got into shape. He's trying his best. He's getting older. He's not going to be the player that he was. Giambi, look at him in the other side of town. He's doing even worse than Delgado. I know he's got the 5 home runs, but he's batting 150.
But Giambi has taken his lumps at time, and Giambi has some currency with the Yankee fan that Delgado doesn't have, though.
Yeah, but I'm not sure why. Delgado.
Well, he hit some big. He
had a good 2 years ago. Delgado was good.
But he's had some big home runs at times, and Giambi's been kind of up and down.
He's been here longer, but they've never won a championship with Giambi. He had the steroid issue. He really hasn't. They talk about his big hit being that Grand Slam, his first game, his first season.
But he hit the 2 homers. He hit the 2 homers in Game 7 against the Red Sox.
And he hit a home run that game. He sat out too, which was not a great thing against the Marlins in the World Series. He came in. Didn't he hit a home run in that game? He hit a home run again in the.
Yeah, he did
game.
in that Game 5. Yes, he did.
Yeah, I mean, there's some. I love Giambi. Everybody loves him. He's a happy-go-lucky, and I think his personality. Everybody loves the fact that he's got a great personality. But look at the record here. I mean, he sat out some big games. He's not won a championship with the team. He got into trouble with the steroids. He's hitting 150 now. I mean, he doesn't even test that shift at all. I don't know if he can or what, but he is batting 150. And you're right. He probably does. In their mind, he has currency, but I am not sure why. And I understand Delgado's been here for a lot shorter period, but he was very good the first year. He came up big in the postseason for them. He's understandably slowing down in his mid-30s, and he just hasn't performed that well. So the Met fans have been very, very tough. I mean, just think they've been overly tough, and I think Willie finally said it out loud, but I think everybody's felt that way around the team the whole season.
All right, Oliver Perez. Mike thinks he's still going to be okay. I think Oliver Perez is not winning 15 games this year myself. He reminds me a little bit of Sean Estes. Good year. He's a head case. The idea that, he had good control, so he's going to take that as a positive. He gave up 3 home runs last night, for God's sakes. 1 on an 0-2 pitch. I don't think the Mets are going to get the same quality out of Perez they did last year. I see you got him as a note here. What's your take on Perez?
Yeah, I'm worried about him because he's a guy who's been great one year, not great another year. I mean, really bad some years. The 1 year was different, was 06, where he switched teams. He was terrible for Pittsburgh, came over, and Peterson helped him out, and something clicked in him, and he was pitching great in the second half of 06. But this is not a good sign. He's off on a bad start here. I know he had a couple good starts. I would be in agreement with you. I don't see him as a 15-game winner this year, and they're going to need him to perform. I mean, that is a worrisome thing because Pelfrey is still on the iffy stage. Obviously, we are still waiting for Pedro, and I'm hearing June 1st is more likely now. So I think we're looking at 8 weeks more than the 4 to 6 that they'd hoped for. And Alduque, we don't know if we're ever going to see Alduque this year. And they got some definite pitching questions, and Oliver Perez is one of those hit and miss guys, and I'm a little bit fearful that it's going to be a miss this year.
Hey, they have no choice. You know what?
You have to, right?
They got to give him the ball every fifth day, and Oliver Perez has stuff. Now he's got to get his head on, and he's got to not be wild. But the one thing he does is when he's on, he misses bats, which is he's got ability. That's one thing he does have.
Well, we've seen what he's able to do. He struck out 200-plus for the Pirates, looked like almost a Cy Young pitcher that year, and it was very good last year. Obviously had some very bad starts. starts, but overall very good. He was good in Game 7 and the year before. He's had some great moments. He's obviously a very talented guy. What Billy Wagner said, whether you like him saying it or not, I don't know, but it was pretty much dead on. I mean, he's got to tough things out when he's
Absolutely.
not at his best.
I agree.
And you know what? Yesterday, I'll give him a little credit. He got slammed by a line drive off of Jeff Kent and hung in the game, hung around. You know, he wasn't a great performance, but, you know, if we were going to talk about toughing it out, at least he toughed it out last night.